Hello and welcome to this week's news from TSC, coming to you today from the banks of the River Garry near Pitlochry. So what's in the news this week? Well, BASC and the NGO have been busy campaigning over the general licences, which are under threat in Wales and Scotland, as well as England. The England team have made a clean sweep of the medals in both the English and FITASC Sporting Home Internationals. Meanwhile, at the Oxford Gun Company, Saturday saw a successful first shoot in the TSC Winter Series. And the charity shoot running alongside that event raised loads of money for the Thames Valley Air Ambulance. All that and more coming up after this. The shooting of birds like pigeons, crows, rooks and magpies is under threat across England, Scotland and Wales. The shooting organisations want you to get involved in the effort to save the general licences which allow us to shoot pest birds to protect crops, livestock and wildlife. In England, DEFRA are running a survey as part of their review of the general licences. You've got until the 5th of December to respond. You can tell them what birds you feel need to be controlled and why, as well as your views about the general licensing system generally. Go to the survey page on the DEFRA website and fill in the online form. There's a link in the description below. Then in Wales, they're introducing new general licences in a week's time, which will ban the shooting of rooks and add a whole bunch of restrictions on shooting pigeons, crows and other birds. BASC have labelled the new Welsh licences irresponsible, and the association's director for Wales, Steve Griffiths, went on the BBC's Farming Today programme to say so. Those licences are going to be reviewed, and BASC plans to get involved in that process to make sure they're fit for purpose. So that's England and Wales. Meanwhile, in Scotland, Scottish Natural Heritage is reviewing their licences. BASC has carried out a survey to highlight the importance of the general licences in Scotland. 95% of people who responded said it was important to be able to continue controlling pest birds, and if they couldn't, the estimated cost of damage could be as much as £6.5 million. BASC Scotland's Colin Shedden said general licences form a critical part of rural land management and play a key role in protecting both biodiversity and agricultural interests in fragile rural economies. All this, of course, was set off by Chris Packham and his so-called Wild Justice earlier this year. They're gloating about their success, and since then, they've turned their attention to the release of pheasants and partridges, and now they're attacking the badger cull. They've just sent this letter to DEFRA, demanding the answers to a whole list of questions and warning they might take legal action, depending on the answers. England made a clean sweep at the English Sporting Home International, winning every team category, and then did the same at the FITASC Sporting Home International too. The England team scooped seniors, ladies, juniors, veterans and super veterans at the English sporting match at Dungannon in Northern Ireland, also winning the new overall team trophy. Then a week later, the England FITASC squad did equally well at the FITASC Sporting Home International at Atkin Grant and Lang Shooting Ground. England's shooters did well in the individual results too, with Adrian Parkin-Coates winning overall high gun and senior high gun, John Wells, the super veteran high gun, Phil Rowbottom, the veteran high gun, and Henry Young, the junior high gun. Cheryl Hall narrowly missed out on the ladies' high gun, which was won by Janine White from Wales. Saturday saw the first TSC Winter Series shoot of the year at the Oxford Gun Company, with a great turnout of young shots competing for on-the-day prizes, as well as a chance to qualify for the grand final in December, when there are 2 MG cars to be won, courtesy of Lodge Hill Garage. Reese Plum won the boys category, shooting a fantastic score of 49 out of 50 at the last minute. He just dropped his second to last target. Second was Toby Hammond with 48, and Henry Robertson on 45 took third place after a shoot-off. In the girls category, Naomi Chapman won with 42, Olivia Lowe was just one behind on 41, and Bethany Norton took third with 40. That was the first in the TSC Winter Series, and there are 4 more shoots to come. The dates are the 12th and 26th of October, and the 2nd and the 16th of November. Those events will decide who goes through to the grand final on the 7th of December to shoot for one of the 2 MG cars. Alongside the TSC shoot was a charity shoot for the Thames Valley Air Ambulance, organised by the Oxfordshire CPSA. That one raised just over £1,250, which was a great result, and the organisers said a big thank you to everyone involved, including those prize winners who donated their winnings back to the charity. Naomi Chapman won the ladies with a 42 out of 50, with Jane Robbins in second place. Charlie Madden won juniors, and in the open category, Steve Scott-Smith and Dave Putt shared the top spot with 44. Several of the Oxford University team came along, and there Rob Michaels won the Rabbit Mania with an excellent 19 out of 20. Meanwhile, tomorrow, Wednesday the 2nd of October, it's the second Oxford Schools Challenge competition at the ground. School teams from far and wide will be competing, with separate categories for boys and girls in under and over 15s. Now it's time for my pick of the latest shooting videos on YouTube. This is another from Dave Carey, who's been to Lakeside Shooting Ground in Leicestershire to watch Mickey Rouse give a display of trick shooting. To watch it, click on the link in the description below. Finally, applications are now open for young shots who want to join the TSC Academy 2020. The Academy has produced some outstanding shooters over the years, most recently Chloe Applin and Charlie Madden, who both won a car in the TSC series last year, and have both gone on to really start making a mark in the shooting scene in 2019. If you're a parent or a young shot who wants to follow in their footsteps, get in touch and find out more about what the TSC Academy can offer. Email david@oxfordguncompany.co.uk or call 01844 238 308. Well, that's all we've got time for this week. Thanks for watching. We're back on Thursday with our next video. In the meantime, do please support our sponsors when you're choosing a gun, cartridges, clothing, and so on. We simply couldn't keep making these videos without their support. See you Thursday.